Hello, welcome to the special Behind the Money video. I'm talking about the shocking collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and how this marks one of the biggest banking failures since the financial crisis in 2008. I'm your host, Willie. The collapse was triggered by a bank run and capital crisis in a stunning 48 hours that left the bank under the control of the U.S. Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or the FDIC. What led to this collapse? The bank announced on Wednesday that it had sold securities at a loss and that it would sell $2.25 billion in new shares to shore up its balance sheet. The announcement triggered panic amongst key venture capital firms who reportedly advised companies to withdraw their money from the bank. The company's stock then dropped significantly, dragging down other banks with it. By Friday morning, Silicon Valley Bank's shares were halted and it had abandoned efforts to raise capital or find a buyer. Silicon Valley Bank's decline is partially due to the Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate hikes over the past year. When interest rates were near zero, banks loaded up on long-dated, seemingly low-risk treasury notes. But as the Fed raises interest rates to fight inflation, the value of those assets has fallen, leaving banks sitting on unrealized losses. Higher rates hit tech especially hard, undercutting the value of tech stocks and making it rough to raise funds. This prompted many tech firms to draw down deposits they held at Silicon Valley Bank to fund their operations. Despite initial panic on Wall Street over the run on SVB, analysts say that the bank's collapse is unlikely to set off the kind of domino effect that gripped the banking industry during the financial crisis. The banks that are now in trouble are much too small to be a meaningful threat to the broader system. Federal regulators are paying attention to this particular financial institution, and they have the tools necessary to address the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. We will be sure to continue talking about this topic on our Money Minute Shorts, or we might even make a follow-up video depending on how severe the situation gets. Thank you for watching Behind the Money, the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank.